I am happy to be here with you. I've been quiet. I've been quiet. I thought I was gonna like come out and do all this broadcasting during the lockdown and all that kind of stuff. Nah, I decided to stay in and be quiet and very productive though, very productive. I've learned a lot of new things and I've been sharing them with you. And however, above and beyond what I have been doing on the business side, right, as an entrepreneur, it is what I'm going to share with you right now is most important. Most important. So, like I always say, go get your blue pen and your white paper, get ready to take copious notes. I am going to give you the link to this so that you have it, and I am going to be reading something to you that is necessary for you to have in your consciousness right now. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. It is from a very beautiful blog from a very beautiful sister. It is the 1320 frequency shift. That is where we are right now. And the timing, this is what I want you to keep in your mind right now. This is about the timing and what must be done. All right? So let us begin. The title is Releasing Illusion, Final Days of the 1260 Matrix. Releasing Illusion, Final Days of 1260 Matrix. I want you to pay attention to every word. Pay attention to every word. All right, here we go. The time that we have been preparing for is now, right now. Many do not realize the magnitude and whole systems aspect of what is currently unfolding. What is occurring is beyond the scope of most human comprehension. It is cosmic. It is of cosmic proportions. Planet Earth is the focal point for many other world systems. We are now experiencing the amplification of frequency wars and the electromagnetic enslavement of the entire species encapsulated by the artificial timing frequency. I'm going to read that again. We are now experiencing the amplification of frequency wars and the electromagnetic enslavement of the entire species encapsulated by the artificial timing frequency. We are now in the final days of the 1260 Matrix. We are called to fully awaken now. The 1260 has its tentacles in all institutions and seeks total control over humanity, including its biology. We are in the final battle of the war of the heavens. The end sequence of the 1260 beast has been unleashed on Earth. There is a war on consciousness, a war on freedom, a war on imagination. All that is occurring is to merge us with the artificial frequency grid. The root of this frequency war is embedded in the mechanized 1260 timing frequency. This is a subconscious implant that seeks to control and program our perceptions. It seeks to fully control our body, mind, and soul. Consider that all we have been taught about reality was generated within an artificial frequency, the 1260. This means that we must reconsider everything, even perceptions that we take as second nature. All fear-based programs and dis-ease have their origin in the 1260 frequency. When fear programs become collective belief systems, then an unconscious playing out of previously unresolved histories takes over. That's a quote from Jose Arguelles, Von Votan. I'm going to read it again. All fear-based programs and dis-ease have their origin in the 1260 frequency. When fear programs become collective belief systems, then an unconscious playing out of previously unresolved histories takes over. That's a quote again by Jose Arguelles Valentin. All of the work of Jose Arguelles Valentin was to warn and prepare us for this time, if humanity had not chosen to return to natural cycles. He reminded us that everything goes in cycles. There is a time of corruption and a time of redemption. The prophecy of Paco Vatan is about time and the redemption of time. It reminds us that the universal wisdom is contained in our body, not in the machine intelligence. The law of time describes the process of going from unconscious to conscious. The purpose is to wake up from the dream spell of history and all false perceptions. To begin to grasp the whole system energetics playing out now requires us to rise above conventional thinking, polarity, and personal biases to see the bigger picture. This is the purpose of our work within the 13 moon calendar and law of time. We are witnessing the climax of the break of the universal order. This manifests as a polarized split in the mind that is projected out into the phenomenal world. All of the universe is unified in our minds. The break or fracture of the universal pattern manifests physically as all sorts of disease, neurosis, and psychological disturbances. To return to nature is to return to the universal pattern. The universal pattern is experienced as the synchronic order, where beauty, order, and harmony reign supreme. This is what we are returning to. The new Awakens cycle began on September 1 with Kin 1 Red Magnetic Dragon. This cycle concludes on May 18th, Kin 260 Yellow Cosmic Sun. The choices we make in this cycle will determine the future. Taking care of our emotional body and keeping our own inner harmony is key. This might mean you need to respectfully disengage from certain people and relationships. We do not want to waste our energy in relations where we have to explain, defend, or argue our perception. We want to keep our frequency and energy as high and balanced as possible as we pass through the next stages of the eye of the needle. The original mission of the law of time stands true. Return to natural time. Return to nature. Jose Arguelles' original vision took into account that the crisis of the world community can end in two ways. Self-destruction, either dismally drawn out for another generation or rapidly exploded through some quote-unquote accident. Or it can create an entirely new pathway by embracing the advent of galactic culture. Losing our comprehension of the higher worlds, human civilization has veered from the sacred path. We cannot underestimate the spiritual dimension of our current planetary crisis. The current world asks the indigenous peoples, what's the problem with the world? The indigenous people answer, you have severed your connection with spirit. This year is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. the symbolic puncturing of the old time. This day lands on Ken 11 Blue Spectral Monkey. This event inspired the book Time and the Technosphere, The Law of Time in Human Affairs, which explains how the 1260 world goes through 28-year cycles, which brings us to 2029. This is the purpose of putting out the 9-year vision plan, 2020 to 2029. This is merely a structure to organize our activities within the timeship Earth. You'll see the links below for the 9-year vision map. There is a transmutation taking place in every cell of our human body and planet body. Information that was coded into our DNA is now being activated. We are in the age of embodiment. Do not succumb to the fear virus. Stay calm and centered. Envision the world you wish to live in. Envision it in detail. Take action as guided. The new way will be unlike anything that came before. And new instructions are being given. Let us turn off our monitors. Let us turn off our monitor screen. Let us turn off our monitor screen and listen. Remember who you were before social media. Envision the world you wish to see. And that world you wish to live in. Envision it in detail. And as we do so, we project that world onto the planetary scene. Shifa Ali, and it's been my pleasure to share this with you and share it with others. Most importantly, contemplate it for yourself and remember yourself. Remember your origins. Remember, the time now is to fully awaken. Have a happy, healthy, and harmonious day. Peace. I love you.